What do you do when someone else treats you badly? Because see, the way you treat others when they treat you in a bad way shows what kind of person you are. Sometimes there's nobody around, just you and that other guy or that other person. And they just treat you badly, right? They say something to you they shouldn't say, or the way they speak to you, it's in a disrespectful way. You just feel disrespected. You feel like they're dissing you. What do you do? Because that, my friend, is gonna show you, and is gonna show him and other people around you what kind of person you are. That shows your maturity. That shows your level of patience. That shows your level of self-control, of self-mastery, your level of kindness, your level of selfishness. That shows a lot about you. And you know what? Here's a trick to confuse the person who's treating you badly. They just get so confused. And at the same time, you show kindness to them. You show goodness to them. And you show respect when they're showing disrespect. And maybe you can even sway them to not do that anymore. When they treat you badly, you treat them in a good way. You treat them good. For example, online, right? On my live streams, when I do a live stream on YouTube and someone shows up in there and they're just strolling, they show up and they say like, oh, F you, you're such a this and that, right? They call me bad things just because they are bored. I don't know why they do that. Children, whatever. My response to these people is something good. It's like, bro, I'm so happy you're on my stream. Everyone W's in the chat for this guy. You're the best. Thank you for being here, you know. And immediately, that probably has happened to me like 6 times already. Immediately after that, they apologize. They say they were just kidding. They subscribe, you know. And that happens in real life too, my friend. Whenever someone treats you badly, smile at them. Eulogize them. Compliment them. You know, like, just don't let their negative energy affect your positive energy. Let your light brighten their darkness and not the other way around, you know? If someone is looking serious at you or I don't know, eyeing you down or being rude, being abrasive, be the opposite, man. When someone calls you ugly, call them beautiful, you know? That happened to me sometimes, like somebody's trying to diss me or just trolling with me and I'm the opposite. They just get confused. They're like, what's going on? And then they just fold. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, get into the habit of treating other people the way you want to be treated. Because that's going to show you the type of person you are. You're going to become the person you admire. You're going to be the person you respect. That other person who's disrespecting you is going to see another way to look at the world, another way to treat people because of your behavior, and others around you are going to talk good about you. You're going to build a good reputation for yourself. And that also just gives you more maturity as a man, as a person, right? It shows emotional fortitude. It shows emotional maturity, emotional intelligence to be treated in a negative way and treat them in a positive way, because it's hard, man. It's hard. When especially if you're having a bad day. If someone tells you to F yourself or just treats you in a bad way, right? You just want to treat them the same way. Especially in my job. For example, my job is I invite people to come in a restaurant right now and eat the food. I stand in front of the door of the restaurant and I talk to everybody. Many people ignore me. Some people just joke around, like disrespecting me or like dissing me because they're bored. They want to have fun on my cost, right? Some people they're just rude with their words, you know, even though I'm being kind already. And when I'm having a bad day, I just want to treat them the way I think they deserve in the moment. But I don't, man. Most of the times I don't, because that also sets my mood for the rest of the day. That shows them, you know, that just makes them reflect about life, about how they should be treating others. Well, that's the message I want to put out there. I hope this type of message can help you to think differently about life, to lead a better life, to deal better with the situation whenever someone disrespects you. Remember to treat them how you want to be treated, because, brother, you can't beat fire with fire. You can only beat fire with water, You can't beat hate with hate. You have to beat it with love. It's the same with this subject, like you can beat somebody who's in a negative way, treating in a negative way, treating them negatively too, Most of the times, I would say 95% of the times, you have to throw water onto the fire. I hope that helps you remember something that very important you already know, but I'll tell you anyways. You are what you think about. You reap what you sow. Pay the price today so you can pay any price in the future.